Good evening, everyone. This is Lloyd speaking. Now, I've been actually doing lots of exercise since wait for that, the COVID period, and it's still surprising that my body is still racked by 100 burpees. I'm feeling the sore and jelly all over now at the moment. Wonderful thing what burpees can do to your body. All right, so let me grab the screens. Wait a minute. All right, so just want to share with you that this week doesn't really look as if we have much news upcoming, except Thursday we got the FOMC minutes, and then you have your US. I think this is one of the worst combination. You have a USD important news coming up, and then at the same time you have a US bank holiday. Yeah, so that means liquidity is going to be spread thin, especially you got Thursday and Friday bank. Nothing. No, sorry. What am I doing? That means Thursday is bank holiday for USD. Friday we have no news. That means liquidity is going to spread quite thin. Yeah. So if it's some out of the world news, we do it for the FOMC meeting minutes. That means I do expect the price to spike up quite heavily, quite a lot. Yeah. All right. So that's just fair warning on my side. Now a bit of update. Yeah, for last week my breakout trades. It's quite disappointing for me. I mean, I didn't really get any good trades out of last week. But this week, it seems to be, I seem to have quite a few trades setting up. Quite excited for it. Wait a minute. So let me share. I have so many open up. There it is. All right. So I've already entered into odds series already. Yeah. So again, similar story. I got a inside bar on the weekly chart on a H4. I got a breakout. I just entered. Isn't really good news for me at the moment. Now, if I got stop out for odds series, then all I'm waiting for is just a retest. Then I'll be good to re-enter again. So, I mean, guys, if you are interested in odds series, you can actually place a pending order. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes after that. Swiss yen price is still, Swiss yen has been in the range since last week. Yeah, nothing much to take. In fact, I'm quite sad with Swiss yen. I was half expecting a divergence entry for me to enter. I didn't get it at all. Yeah. So I was hoping that I'm able to trade from bottom to top, or top to bottom. I didn't get an entry from divergence side, so but it seems to be ranging so nicely. Yeah, but all the same, Swiss yen on the weekly chart, I'm still waiting for breakups. Yeah, so this inside bar has been formed since last week. Not last week. I think 3 weeks back. Dollar Swiss, new pair added in this week. Price is really in the middle of nowhere. Now, truth to be told is that although I did maintain that for breakout trades, I'm not directionally biased. That means price can go up or down. I don't really care. As long as it's break, I'm happy to take. The thing is that for dollar Swiss, wait a minute. I think I highlighted wrong. The thing for dollar Swiss is that I do expect dollar to actually bottom out and start gaining some strength. Yeah, so even on the weekly charts, you can see that dollar is just struggling to actually break lower. Yeah, so I have a bit of directional bias to be told for dollar Swiss. So we shall see how that turns out. Aussie yen, now this one pair, same as Odd Swiss has already broken to the upside. I might or might not get my TP or stop loss, but Aussie yen, similarly, it being a safe haven, Aussie pair with a safe haven pair, if it break up to the upside, I'm still gonna take. Yeah, so at the moment, it seems to be just flirting at the top of the inside bar. It doesn't seem that it wants to do anything. Aussie dollar, this is something that you can keep a lookout for. Let me have a look at the weekly time frame. Same thing, inside bar. Price broke out. I have no idea why it rallied. Probably more to the USD rather than the odds. So if you have a successful retest, I don't think the current bar will be a retest bar. Might be 2 or 3 bars down the road. Yeah. So if I have a successful retest, that means I want to see a low test bar or even a bearish and bullish engulfing bar, I'll be happy to actually jump to this trade. So odds dollar, I think you can actually highlight it. Let me see if I have any questions. Hey Roy, pre-Thanksgiving S&P long trades to take place. I'll have a look at S&P later. Doesn't matter. I'll just have a look. S&P, where's my S&P? US 500s. Just nice. The S&P actually has an inside bar since last week. Let's see from here. Let me just pull out my S&P chart. Might as well have a look at. Yeah, so the US 500 and both the 500 and 100 both have an inside bar. If you want, actually, for those of you who are much more aggressive, you can actually trade the NAS 100. Yeah, NAS 100 is actually the top 100 tech companies in US. Yeah, so they tend to be much more volatile. But when they go, you can probably sing the song, "There she goes." Yeah, quite furious, fast and furious. Yeah, US 500 is more of the slower giant. Now, but anyway, from a trend trading perspective, all right, I'm just going to give you a slightly different perspective. From a trend trading perspective, even if you look at since March, what happens is that, look, if you have a selling bar followed by inside bar, usually it follows. And if you have a buying momentum followed by inside bar, actually it follows. Yeah. So more or less inside bar, people do treat it as a continuation. So you can actually derive your bias from there already. Yeah. So buying momentum, inside bar breakout, buying momentum, inside bar breakouts. Yeah. So people do trade. I know of some traders who actually treat inside bar as a trend continuation movement. Yeah. Now, how you actually take advantage of inside bar within a trend continuation movement? That's the easy question. I don't trade this way personally. Yeah, but I do know how some people trade. So once you have an inside bar form, people just essentially waiting at the H4 even daily is that waiting for price to come near the bottom, waiting for any reversal price action, and then they will begin to trade to the upside. It's as simple as that. Personally, for me, I will always prefer our price to do this. I will trade here. The exception is that if I have a divergence, if price actually comes down to here and I have a divergence, then yes, I will actually take this. Yeah. So now if you're asking for my opinion for S&P 500, I would say that from a trend trading perspective, as I've demonstrated just now, buying bar, and then you have an inside bar form. Essentially, it's just a pause in the market. And theoretically, not theoretically, under my observations, in my observation, it should rally back up towards the upside. Yeah, so that's what I can share. How you decide to trade, that's everybody's method is different. If you're looking purely from a price perspective, the easy way is that, look, this is what price has done, draw a horizontal level, price breakup, retest. Okay. Always trade retest at this position if you're waiting for a reversal price action around here. Simple as that. Yeah. And then please take your TP1 before the high of the inside bar. It's not really because of the high of the inside bar, but rather because this is the horizontal level from the past price structure. Yeah. So if it happens to have a retest of this horizontal level, take a TP1 here. And if price does this, all the best, you can scale it and then see what happens next. All right, so that's what I can share from trading S&P 500 from a technical perspective. Right, I'm not having any fundamental bias. Now, fundamentally, all right, I do trade stocks. I have already mentioned that several times. The thing with S&P 500, I don't know whether you heard of this thing called Christmas rally. So towards the end of the year, usually on December, you'll see S&P rally quite hard. Not quite hard. S&P does rally during December, quite a fair bit. Yeah, so this can be easily back tested. Just go to your monthly chart of the S&P, and then you see how S&P out of the past 20 times how it performs. Yeah, usually it's end up as a green bar, a bullish bar. All right, so I hope I shared some insights into trading S&P. I have no idea where Orlando is. All right, just now which pair did I stop at? forgot. I just go back to waiting for a retest on the Aussie dollar. CAD Swiss. Now, what happened with CAD Swiss now is that price seems to be imprinting a high test bar. If I do get any sort of divergence signal, I'll actually happily trade this to the downside. Yeah. Usually within an inside bar formation, if you see a high test bar at the high, this is sort of confirmation. This is sort of a way that price is telling you that it doesn't want to break up. Yeah. So we shall see how this turns out. CAD Yen, watch list, but it's not really doing anything at the moment. Euro dollar, not doing anything at the moment, forget it. Now Euro Aussie, this will be the interesting one. You can see that price almost broke out. This wasn't really a good break. Yeah, so price comes back in. So we have to be patient about such setup. Yeah, please do not think that once this is a definitive breakup. It is not. Yeah. So breakout, I'm waiting for some confirmation now. If it give me a huge S high test bar, I'll be happy to enter. But if it gives me really a high test bar, there's another sort of a mini range, I'll most probably ignore it. Yeah, I'll wait for a proper break and retest. Euro Kiwi also broke out. I'm simply just waiting for a retest and I'm happy to go in. Yeah. And incidentally, for this retest, if you look at the weekly bar, very, very nice inside bar. So the H4 side, this is what we have. So this is actually the previous structure low. Yeah. So all the more I'm happy to wait for a retest at this level. And then if price really gives me my retest, and I'll be happy, extremely happy to actually enter short. Euro pound, same scenario. In fact, it's actually on a very, very nice downtrend. Yeah. Hopefully it comes back and retests my inside bar low, then I'll happy to go for shorts. You know, for the last 2 weeks, I barely have any inside bar setup. This week it has given me many, many setups. I'm happy to see that. Hopefully I can get in a 2-3 good trades. For this month, my breakout trading it's not exceptionally well. I'm barely in profits, truth to be told. Yeah. I guess it's more due to my it's more of last week. Actually, I took 7 reversal setups, and none of it actually turned out well. It's my fault. If I didn't take those reversal setups, I'll be in definitely good profits. Yeah. So Euro Yen again waiting for a breakout. Pound at the moment, it's not really doing anything. Had a forced breakout. Can't say that. But it can't say for sure what you'll be doing for the next 48 hours. Dollar Yen still in the middle of nowhere, not interested. Dollar CAD, forced breakout, break back in again. Yeah. Dollar Swiss, really, really tight ranges. Yeah. So on a weekly chart, this is actually one of my favorite ways of trading a breakout is that if I have a really tight range on a weekly chart, that means on H4, this is what you see. I would tend to be, this will actually be on my prioritized or higher alert list. Yeah, the tighter the consolidation, the harder the breakout it is. Yeah. So what I mean by that is that I'm really hoping to catch this kind of movement. Yeah. So once it breaks, I mean, I still need to have a valid signal. I do observe that probably out of 10 times, tighter the consolidation, 6 times it will give me such burst movement. Yeah. But once you see this kind, don't be greedy. Don't hope that price will actually travel in this manner on and on and on. Yeah, you got to take your profits. You got to throw your stop loss aggressively. Yeah. All right, so that's all I have. A lot of pair that I have in my list this week for breakouts. Hopefully, one again. Hopefully, several of them will set it up. I'll be happy to actually trade that. Let me see if I have any questions. All right. So there's only one question from Roy. Let me S&P long trades. I hope I've answered adequately, I might add. Actually, I also want to ask, for those of you who is listening, any of you actually attempted to trade breakouts the way I presented. How's your result so far? Ireland. Actually, on the topic of S&P, I might as well actually look at UK 100 also. Ash seems to have a good time with it. Austria's bearishness is gone. Hopefully, we'll rally further. Let me see. Let me have a look at this. UK 100. Seems to be rallying also. Yeah, I don't really have a setup for UK 100. Wait, I'm on H4. I'm wrong. Oh, this is interesting. So I had some sort of a high test bar. Yeah. Now we're actually looking for price. You can actually Google the grid index. Yeah. So actually now it's on a risk-on scenario. So that what it means for risk-on scenario is that most equities should rally. So that means I fully expect, I would say I should 90% expect this weekly high test bar to fail. Yeah, what it means that on H4 side, I do expect price. If this is my horizontal level, price broke out nice, retest. This is a possible area to actually add in a small position and see if price and my TP will be actually high. And then wait for price to do this again, and I'll add in another position. Yeah, it's worth looking out for the UK 100. Yeah, so it's exactly the same scenario as S&P 500. Yeah, just the S&P 500, we have an inside bar setup at the moment. UK 100, we don't have it. Or FTSE, we don't have it. But I fully expect the high test bar and the weekly time frame to fail. Yeah, since we are on a risk-on scenario at the moment. I see good times ahead. Hey. Alan's cat yen, yen. Yeah, sure, no problem. What do I have my cat? Aussie yen. Do I have any for Aussie yen? Oh yeah, I have it. Yeah. So this is my Aussie yen chart. Again on the weekly time frame, very nice inside bar form. Yeah, with almost no body. Perfect. Yeah. So price is almost at the high of my inside bar. So I'm simply just waiting for price to break. If it's a good bar break, all the more I'll go for it. Otherwise, I'll just wait for a retest. Yeah. So at the moment, my bias for odd is actually towards the long. That means I'm bullish about it. Simply because I already have a setup for odd sweeps. I already entered it. So if odd yen actually appear, I will still enter, but I will manage my odd sweeps trade. So cat yen, most probably the same scenario. Unfortunately, between odd yen and cat yen has a higher chance of setting up. Yeah, cat yen is really just in the middle of nowhere at the moment. Yeah, so I probably might take 1 or 2 days for it to actually give us some clarity where it wants to go. Yeah, so that's my 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents, thereabouts. Right, guys. So this is what I have for you this week. Many inside bar setups. So take note of a few that interest you, especially for those of you who are trend traders. That means you already have a directional bias. It's really powerful if you pair trend with an inside bar setup. As I've just demonstrated on the S&P 500, it can be done. Yeah, and in fact, the profitability of it will actually go higher. The reason I don't do that is because I'm purely lazy to do it. I'm trying to be as mechanical as possible. Yeah, not that I discourage you not to do it, but from observation, as a seasoned trader, this is what I can share with you. Yeah. All right. So with that, thank you for joining me this week. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with positive updates. Bye bye.